a salted password database can still be stolen. The surprise is what happens afterward. Identical passwords no longer look identical, so the attacker cannot crack every matching account with one calculation. Without salts, one guessed password produces one reusable fingerprint. If that fingerprint appears in 10,000 stolen rows, a single successful guess exposes all 10,000 at once. A salt is a random value created for each password record. It is mixed into the hashing step, forcing the same password to produce a different stored result in each row. The salt is usually stored beside the hash, so an attacker who steals the database gets both. That sounds useless until you notice the attacker's shortcut has disappeared. After a leak, attackers can guess offline. They choose a candidate, combine it with one row's salt, run the password algorithm, and compare the result with that row's hash. Now the cost multiplies. Testing 1,000,000 guesses against one unsalted hash list can reuse each result. With unique salts, those guesses must be recomputed separately for every targeted account. Salts also ruin precomputed lookup tables. A table built before the breach only recognizes hashes made under its original assumptions. Every new salt effectively demands a different table. This depends on salts being long and randomly generated. A tiny or predictable salt creates collisions and lets attackers rebuild shared work. A large salt makes accidental reuse extraordinarily unlikely. Password storage should not be reversible encryption. The server does not need to recover your password. It only needs to test whether a login attempt produces the expected stored result. But salt cannot rescue a fast general-purpose hash. If each guess is cheap, specialized hardware can still test enormous candidate lists against one chosen account, even without cross-account shortcuts. That is why secure systems pair unique salts with a deliberately expensive password hashing function. Each legitimate login pays a manageable cost, while an attacker pays it again for every guess. Modern choices can also demand substantial memory, not just processor time. That matters because attackers rely on massive parallelism. Memory required for every simultaneous guess makes that parallel attack more expensive. Here's the catch. Attackers try likely passwords first. A unique salt forces separate work, but a password near the top of the guessing list may still fall quickly. A long, unique password from a password manager pushes the correct guess far deeper into the search. Salting then ensures work spent cracking. Somebody else's password cannot simply be reused against yours. Even perfect storage cannot contain password reuse. Once attackers recover one password, they can try that plain text on unrelated services. The salts in those other databases do not stop a real login attempt. Some systems add a pepper, a separate secret held outside the password database. If attackers steal only the database, they still lack that extra input, though protecting and rotating it adds operational complexity. A well-designed record stores the algorithm choice, its cost settings, a unique random salt, and the resulting hash. Those settings let the server verify logins and upgrade protection over time. Salting addresses one failure mode: reusable work after hash theft, breach prevention, access controls, monitoring, multi-factor authentication, rate limits, and secure reset flows defend different parts of the attack. Return to the stolen database. The salt did not stop the theft. It changed one cheap, reusable cracking job into many separate, expensive ones. That is the real protection, and its precise limit.